Okay, sorry. That's good enough.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 4.
Woo!
Whoa. Eric, you've made it. You've helped us get this far.
I know. If it wasn't for me pressing these buttons over here.
I know. I can't do it. That's all the way over there. So
That's right.
Somebody has to do it.
yeah.
Someone has to do it.
Yes. All right. Welcome back to the Most Deaf, everybody. It's me, Casey, my lovely wife, Cindy, and then Eric, our dutiful helper.
Dutiful. I just want you to know. Sorry.
You're my favorite assistant. You're my favorite social media manager. So what's new, Cindy?
What is new, Casey? You recently attended the ASC class for cinematographers.
Yes.
Can you tell us all about that?
Absolutely. I'd be happy to. So earlier this week, it was Tuesday, I went to the ASC Clubhouse for an event that was called the ASC Sony Mini Masterclass. And that was really kind of a thing to premiere and launch the FX2 camera, the new Cinema Line camera. And let people get hands-on time with it, and also get like a lecture on cinematography. So we got there, AC Clubhouse, which is a super cool location. It's like a historic building. It's like a block away from Hollywood Boulevard. It's like literally the block behind Chinese Theater, Mann's Chinese, TCL Chinese Theater. And that's like where you always see people dressed up as like the fake Spider-Man and the fake Captain America and stuff, like, and dude, like, they're getting aggressive about like, take a picture with me, take a picture, tag me. Like, and I was like, no, get away from me. I'm busy. And so it's right there. And it's a super cool, historic, like 1920s, 1930s LA bungalow building. And inside they have all these historic cameras from like all the whole history. Like they have an Edison videograph machine thing. Yeah, it's super cool. And they have all these old Panavisions and stuff. So it's like a little museum to cinematography and cameras and stuff. And so we got there, and then there was a lecture from Michael Pessa, ASC, who's it's a pretty big deal cinematographer. And he gave us like a real crash course 101 basics of cinematography type course, where it's like, okay, your composition, your rule of thirds, your leading lines, your vanishing lines, focal length, all that kind of stuff. And that was really helpful. I took copious notes on it, and I'm going to be kind of talking about all that on our blog. That'll be going live soon.
We have a blog?
We will.
Wow.
Well, now that I have something to write about. And I made sure to ask him his permission. I was like, hey, can I share my notes about this? He was like, well, don't like just share my whole my whole lecture. Like, yeah. I'm not going to reproduce your PowerPoint. Like, yeah. I'm not going to do that. Just want to make sure it's cool with you, and, just share me through my filter of how I took everything. And so then we got some hands-on time, and our group, we got split up into 2 groups, and my group got to do like an exterior shoot, and it was all stills. Like, they didn't have time for everybody to do video and stuff, but it was really cool because we walk outside into the courtyard, and they had like a whole team from Sony there. They had set up all these flags and bounces and stuff, and they had a Venice 2 set up, and they had a model who was like, had her hair and makeup done and everything. And they take us out, and they're like saying, okay, so here's the shot we've got set up, just like shallow focus a little bit. We've got her pretty prominent center frame, but it's like, okay, what do you do to make this more interesting? Or what do you add, or what do you take away?
Right.
And so everybody kind of raised their hand saying, well, you could do this, you could do that, change the angle, change the actress, have her look at something, have her do something, whatever. And then after that, we broke up, and then it's like, okay, now everybody take a camera off the table, and you get a slip of paper you draw out of like a film canister, and you read it, and it's your assignment. That's the photo you've got to take. You got to obey these composition rules and try to take an interesting photo. So it's like, the one I got was like, okay, center subject, deep focus, telephoto lens in 16:9, and like take an interesting picture. And it didn't have to be just make it look like the actress, and like, just take whatever. And so everybody was just kind of milling around, scrambling around, trying to take a cool picture and stuff. And then we got to go to a different shoot location inside the clubhouse. There's a little bar in there, which is really cool. And they had another Venice 2 set up. They had another cinematographer explain to us what the deal is and had it all set up with the lighting and everything, had diffusers and stuff. And so
This was free?
and it was $75.
Oh,
Which is a
that's
pretty
not
good
bad.
deal. Like
Yeah, it's
I
not
could
bad.
think of a lot worse ways to spend $75 and to spend an afternoon. So yeah, and it's like did the same thing there, different assignment, so I had like a left to right with deep focus and a wide lens in like 3x2. And so it's like, okay. And then after that, like there was a little panel discussion section and they had cinematographers and they had people from Sony talking about stuff. And then they like picked some photos that people had taken and put them up on the big projector, and it was like, okay, so what's working here, what's not working here, and everybody raised their hand like, oh, this is interesting, the frame within a frame, it gives you tension, it has motion to just a still image, so it was really cool, and I learned a lot, and it's like because I'm really not naturally a camera tech kind of guy like that, so but I have to learn it.
Right.
Like I'd better learn this stuff.
It's a fundamental.
Yeah, exactly. So then, just drove home after that, and that was amazing. So I was talking to the people at the ASC who run the clubhouse. I was like, okay, what other events? Because it's like this was short notice. I couldn't bring a bunch of people like we did for the Red event. But yeah, I asked them like, what else is going on? I want to bring people, have the deaf, get people out here, take some people from the IE and take them to this proper industry event and get some education and stuff. They're like, yeah, we have some of the things coming up. So if anybody's interested, DM us, message us, follow social media. We'll have stuff coming up about that pretty soon.
Yeah, and actually I wanted to pose a question to our audience. I really need to set up our first workshop. So I just really want to know what people are interested in, what kind of workshops people are interested in. Like, is it a pre-production, a production, post, or something on very specific like audio, cinematography? Like, I'm sure we'll do a little bit of everything eventually, but I just wonder, what does everybody want to learn about here in the Inland Empire? So
What's missing?
what is, we're missing a lot. Oh, and other news, there is a few film festivals coming up. As we know, we have the Inland Film Festival. That is September 13th in San Bernardino. They are no longer taking entries, but I do believe tickets are on sale. If anybody wants to attend that, we will be there. Myself and Casey both have our films that I co-directed. Casey directed his. But yeah, that's going to be a fun time. So we will be there.
There's a lot of movies that we're involved with in a lot of different capacities.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a movie that I produced called Error that's going to be in there. What else is going to be in there that I'm thinking about?
Extra Hearts, Tapped Out, Error. I think is Devil's Pie in there?
I don't remember if Devil's Pie is in there. Anyway.
Anyways, but stuff I've done the music for, a bunch of ones I've acted in and done music for and stuff like that. And then one I directed, one I co-directed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's all stuff that our friends have made and all that too. So, yeah, it's nice that it's really a festival that's like showcasing IE talent specifically. And it's very, very well put together, very exciting.
Yeah, so we're stoked for that. Everybody, please come support your local filmmakers. And we also have the Temecula Valley Film Festival. That's going to be from October 17th to 19th. They are also not accepting any more submissions. I think their deadline's been passed for a little while. But it looks like it's going to be a fun time. So anyone out there in Temecula, or if you guys want to see short independent films, attend that one. And then we also have the Hemet Film Festival. This one, we still have time for people to enter. The deadline is September 30th. And the actual festival is going to be from November 1st and November 2nd. So there's that for all the people out in Hemet.
Yeah.
Hemet, where you at?
We were there last year.
Let's hear it for H-Town.
Yeah, it's down in the house. There's also this smaller film festival that we found out about, Desert Bloom Film Festival. And that one is still open for submissions until October 1st. And the date for that will be October 30th. So right before Halloween. It's kind of like, I think they're doing like a spooky kind of theme, which is really cute. I'm really excited for it. I'm going to go.
It's their first. It's their first year.
It's their first year.
Yeah, I think they're kind of scouting for like horror stuff right now.
Oh yeah. And then so that's going to be here at the Look Theater or Look Cinemas in Redlands. Also, they are accepting short films less than 10 minutes for that. So if you have a short film you want to submit by October 1st, go on ahead and do that. And
yeah, Mentone Film Festival will be November 8th.
November 8th.
In Mentone, California, naturally.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's, what is that, 5 festivals that are local to the area?
Yeah, 5 film festivals in Inland Empire. If you guys know of any other ones, make sure you leave us a comment or message us, and we're happy to report on it.
Yeah. And this is the thing too, is like, look, we're talking about ones that may not be open for submissions anymore, but this is the thing is you should still go to film festivals if you're interested in film, especially if they're local. You can meet people who are in the scene. You can maybe get on a set, you know what I mean? If you have a skill or have experience, you know, you can start working with people.
Or even if you don't, it's just like, just ask and just be like, hey, I'm really interested in X, Y, and Z. Especially, you know, because I just think it's nice to have like different people on screen. So like new actors, and obviously it's just nice to expand the community, you know? So.
Yeah. And it's like, there's someone every day who wants to get into this. And it's like, how do you even get started? That was a big thing for me. It's like, I always wanted to do film, but I didn't know how to get started.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you
just got to show up.
Yeah. That's literally 85% of it. Just showing up. It's showing up and just saying hi to everybody and just letting everybody know what you're doing. Because everybody wants to let you know what they're doing.
Have a good vibe. Mm-hmm. Be happy to be there. Mm-hmm. Want to help. Yeah. So, and two, it's like we've had a lot of great connections made through film festivals that we weren't really involved in, because it's like workshops are super handy to go to. You can learn a lot there. You can meet people who have stuff to teach you. I mean, in particular, Selena. Mm-hmm. You talk about Selena a little bit?
Selena Ringel, yeah. She actually wrote a book called Be the Train. And it was such a good book. It really inspired me because, honestly, we were just going through a lot with everything with film and just relationships with other people. And, you know, I felt like we were kind of like, what are we doing now? Like, you know, some stuff's falling apart, and what do we do for like going forward? You know, do we quit? Do we da-da-da-da? And then I met Selena, and then I bought her book, and it's been a great book. But basically, she made her own movie, and she self-distributed, and she got into theaters.
She got into Cannes.
And Cannes, like she did all this by herself, basically. She was like her own marketing person, her own everything, and just kind of outlining like her steps and everything that she did. So, and it was really inspirational because it's like, it makes you feel like, okay, yeah, I can do this. And honestly, from that, what I've learned too is like, just ask. Like, even if it's like a long shot, or you think like, oh man, like they would never accept this collaboration or this or that. It's just like, just ask. You'd be surprised. There's so many people like are like totally cool with collaborating and like wanting to help you out. Like even, us meeting people like at Cinegear and stuff like that, like Shot Deck they're really cool people. Also, Scriptation, they're awesome too, and they are totally willing to work with, you know, just smaller companies.
It's how we got in touch with Red.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's all good stuff. So, but yeah, workshops are definitely something that is they're so valuable. I feel like some people fall asleep with the workshops, like hello, let's go workshops. It's like go to the workshops because like it's so much like knowledge that you're getting with your ticket.
Well, I think too is once your screening is over, your inclination is just to go to the lobby or go home or something like that, or come back for the after party or something like that. But it's like no, there's always that's where the gold is. I think is like it's great to get in, it's great to be screened and have people see your stuff. But it's like, no, like you gotta got to really learn something while you're there, try to meet some people.
Yeah, and I like seeing other films too, because like sometimes I'm just like, oh, cool. Like I wonder who was like the DP for this. That's how I met like Diego. Hey, Diego, shout out Diego. During the last IFF, like we saw a lot of great films, and I remember there was this one film that I really enjoyed the cinematography on, and we're like, me and who I was with, we were like, Diego, who is Diego? We need to find Diego. Like he heard us too. He's like, I heard my name. I was like, yeah, that's us.
Yeah. No, Diego Olivares.
Yeah, so he's a great cinematographer, and I really enjoy his work. So keep an eye out for Diego. But what else are we talking about? Sorry, film festivals, workshops.
I think going to film festivals, it gives you like a really good perspective of like of what you should do, what you don't want to do, what topics are being discussed right now that you kind of want to jump on or give your own nuance, or topics where you're like, it's kind of like overdone. Like maybe I could do something else. Like you learn so much of like what everybody else is doing, so that it can influence and kind of like direct your own work. Like you're kind of just like shooting yourself in the foot if you don't go out to film festivals, because it's like you kind of have to see what other people are doing so that it can influence what you're doing.
Yeah, and not only that, because I always feel like you see someone else make a movie and you're like, I'm sorry, but like, what just makes them more special than me, right? It's like, if that person can do it, then I can do it, right?
Yeah,
it's like
that's the same mindset that I had when I went to Chicano Film Festival. I was just kind of like Chicano Hollywood Film Festival. I was like, well, if I don't get anything from like the workshops or from like the networking or from, like the after parties, I was like, I might as well just like show up, watch the films, and see like what is possible for like a small indie filmmaker like me, who probably like has a camera, like a lavalier mic and a diffuser.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
And you see how much you can get done.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you'll see too, it's like, even if there are people with bigger budgets who have gear, it's like they might not do as good of a job. Like,
Right.
yeah. And how to make use of the resources at hand. Because it's like with where cameras are at now, just at consumer level, like it's so high up compared to where it used to be. So yeah. And it's not what you make with it. It's what you make. It's not much you make it with, it's what you make with it.
Correct.
Right. But yeah, and too, I think too, it's always good to see like good movies and bad movies at festivals, because it's like, oh man, like I see where they went wrong there. I could have made that mistake. I better not do that, or I better watch out for that.
You learn from other people's mistakes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a great thing about just indie filmmaking. It's just like the more projects you do, it's like the more you start leveling yourself up. And then you just kind of learn from I always think like every filming experience or shoot, it's like a learning experience.
Yeah.
So it's like you learn so much. Even the little skit that we did the other day here in the office is that I just learned a whole bunch because I never had lit for noir. And we figured it out, and I thought it looked pretty good. So you know what I mean. But it's just all something we want to practice. We want to just do, and go to film festivals.
I think this is the thing too, is like we've gotten caught up in trying to make very conventional social media type content. And it's like, you're just going to get lost in the mix.
Yeah.
Trying to do that. And it's like, I've been wanting to do something just more creative, or just do something out there and different, and like not really care if that's what the algorithm wants or that's what's conventional. Like just, I'd rather do something that actually drives me to make it. And it's just like, yeah, like it's the thing about being creative is not that you do it from having no rules. It's from having rules that you can work around.
Right.
It's no art without adversity kind of thing. You have to have something to subvert and to be like, okay, well, they tell me normally I'm supposed to go left here. I'm going to go right here instead, zag when they zig.
Exactly.
Kind of so that's like, I think that gave us a big charge, a little noir short thing. And it's like, yeah, if we can make a little mini 1 minute, 45 second little scene from a movie and just replicate lighting and just replicate some camera moves and stuff, I think we would get a lot of enjoyment out of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a lot more work than it looked like.
Yeah, it's funny. No, it was just when you came up with the script, I was like, "What's going on? What? There's a whole script now?" Like I was like, "You want to do what?"
Yeah.
But then I got into it, and I was like, okay, well, you should be at a desk. You know what I mean? Like I was like, if this is what we're going for, yeah, okay.
Let's go to the nearest party city. Oh wait, no, they're closed.
Oh, rip.
Rip.
Let's go to the next Joanne's.
The next.
Joanne. Oh, never mind.
No, they're also closed.
Let's go to the Borders down the street.
We're going to go to the border, Mexicali. I definitely want to try their Chinese food out in Mexicali. I hear it's bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm taking an ethics studies class. Sorry, I'm going off topic, but there's a huge Chinese immigrant population in Mexicali.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And it like dates back to the
Back in the
Chinese
day.
Exclusion Act.
Yeah.
Of just Chinese immigrants wanting to come into the U.S., but like the U.S. is like, no, you got to stay in Mexico. So then they like stayed in
They're like,
Mexicali.
I bet.
Cool. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know it's really fascinating, like the pockets of people you get, especially like in Mexico. I think you get like, you know, like you'll see all the redheads and stuff like that. And like,
Canelo.
yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mexico is more of a melting pot than people realize.
Yeah, absolutely.
How did we get to this?
Sorry, we were talking about going to the border.
Well, he brought up the old store.
The store, yeah. But I was
Borders.
like border, and it made me think of Mexicali because I was supposed to go to Mexicali yesterday, but I didn't. I forgot my passport, so.
And
I
you drove
didn't.
all the way there?
No. We drove just. Actually, we were here like in Beaumont, but there was like such bad traffic. Sorry, I don't want to get off topic. Anyway, we'll cut all that out. But yes, film festivals, go there, show up. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you really just kind of get into the mix and stuff and just have FaceTime at events and stuff like that.
Well, I met you guys too at Chicano.
That's right. We got Eric from Chicano Hollywood, which is like, our best asset.
I was the awkward guy, like just like showing up and being like, I don't know a single person here. And everybody, the minute I walked in, everybody was like, oh my God, hey, I haven't seen you from this project. I haven't seen you since that project. And I'm like, I'm just here to watch movies and like talk to people. And then I met you guys at the table. You guys had the little booth.
Yep.
We worked hard to get that little booth up too.
Yeah?
Yeah, like we had to plan everything so last minute. Like, yeah, no, it was a Christmas miracle that we made it.
It worked out.
It
worked out. Everything happens for a reason, okay?
Yeah.
So anyway, I was going to talk about something else that was related. Oh.
Well, while you're thinking of that, I mean, I always try to do a little news segment or something right here. There's not a whole lot of news right now. There's one about how a lot of the California tax incentive stuff we talked about has brought like 21 productions back to California or something like that. It's like, great, cool. I think that's what it was intended to do. So
yeah, bring productions back. But I wonder like how long it's going to last though. Because I feel like if it's not there, because it's just hard to make anything in California, just like with, you know what? I was going to talk about AI.
Whoa.
And I know that's a heavy one. But I see, honestly, I give it an okay and a pass for like substituting like explosions and stuff like that, just because of safety. But what do you guys think? You know what I mean? Because it's like sets are dangerous. Mm-hmm. So like if you can like maybe just do something not as dangerous.
I think maybe there's like maybe a 2-tier system of when AI is applicable, because it's like if you really have no budget and it's like, why wouldn't you just use what's available to you? Like, who would care? Like, it's not like you're getting a pyrotechnics guy out of a job if you couldn't afford him anyway, and you still want explosions in your movie and use AI. Like, you may as well, right? It's like the ethical quandary of like stuff that isn't written by real people, or like actors' likenesses being copied with AI.
Can we talk about Will Smith?
Okay.
And his
Sure.
Did you guys see that whole thing? He put like a video up and then him like in the concert or whatever, but like his crowd, you could tell it was just AI crowd.
What?
Yeah, it's been like a big old thing. So you guys haven't seen that? Yeah, look it up. So
No.
yeah, people were calling him out. I was like, dang, Will, like you gotta. It was pretty funny though.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how it is when like sometimes the faces with AI and hands and
just like morph into
yeah.
I'll slop.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that would be cool if you use that intentionally for like a horror thing,
Yeah.
if it was like, oh, I'm seeing something that's uncanny, seeing something that is so close to real, but just not, so that it makes it that much more unsettling.
You know,
if a character's reacting to something, seeing like AI stuff in real life, like the hands morph and the face, like doing some Picasso stuff and all that. Like,
I'm doing some Picasso stuff.
I mean, isn't that what it does?
not to turn on my what is it called? Conspiracy theory brain.
Go.
Do it.
What if this is on marketing for a sequel to that one movie that he made with robots?
Will Smith?
Yeah, Will Smith.
iRobot?
iRobot, was it that
Yeah.
one? What if it's a sequel to that?
Dang, that'd be heavy. That'd be.
Like, he's just kind of like throwing it out there to kind of like create buzz around his name.
I don't know. I feel like he's had enough buzz lately.
Because if you really think about it, like, that's really the one core movie that people would think about when it comes to like robots taking over like the earth. I feel like that's one that everybody kind of like thinks about.
Yeah,
Sure.
No?
That's one.
I think so. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm trying to think of other ones. I'm drawing a blank. So yeah, I mean,
It would make sense for him to like hop on like, hey guys, I did this first and
Yeah.
you know, 25 years ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's, I mean, I go back to thinking about just kind of the context of that movie when it came out too, was more about the book iRobot by Isaac. No, it's not Asimov. Is it? No, is it Arthur C. Clarke or Isaac Asimov? I think it's Asimov. You know, the whole core concept of that book is explaining the 3 laws of robotics, right? And it's like, I forget what it is, but it's like a robot can't kill somebody, a robot can't do this, a robot can't do that. And that was allegedly. Well, that's the whole crux of the movie, right? Is like, well, it does happen, you know. So yeah, and I mean, that's, you know, the AI conversation has been in sci-fi novels and movies and stuff for a long time.
Right.
And yeah, so it's like, I wonder, I'm trying to think of what else would be comparable to that. I'm sure there's others, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting idea. He's just doing a viral marketing thing.
Isn't everything a viral marketing thing?
Everything's a
right.
work. Yeah, absolutely.
It's like when you start thinking about stuff, doesn't it get to like too heavy? You're like, I'm thinking
Yeah,
too much.
actually, guys, let's go back to talking about Mexicali.
I know, right? Let's go talk about Chinese food. It's so good. Okay. So sorry. AI. And what else was I going to talk about?
Well, while you're thinking, so yeah, like I said, all the news stuff I try to think about. The only, I don't know, it's kind of slow right now. Like all the stuff I was looking at, like Variety and Deadline, all they're talking about is the Venice Film Fest, which is going on right now, which is of course a big A-tier film festival. I don't think there's like too much to really report on there. There's the new Yorgos Lanthimos film with Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, which got like some big standing ovation, that's great. Because that, you know, Emma Stone and Yorgos Lanthimos, they made like Poor Things 2 years ago and Kinds of Kindness last year. And so it's like, yeah, this is like their trilogy or something, or it's like their working relationship and it's on its next step right now. And then like Werner Herzog was awarded the Golden Lion for Lifetime Achievement.
Really?
And it was awarded to him by Francis Ford Coppola.
Wow.
Which isn't exactly like a groundbreaking, earth-shattering news story, but it's nice.
That is nice. Yeah.
You know, I'm a big Werner Herzog fan.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see that. You know, how would he accept that award? I would like to thank the Venice Film Festival for giving me this award. You know,
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
a good impression.
Yeah. The bleakness of the lion, the gold that shimmers underneath is plated steel cold. But yeah, so there's not too much news to talk about this week. I mean, we talked about all the Paramount stuff last time, and it'll be more, but it's more talking about the local film festival circuit type stuff right here. So I definitely think there's a lot of interesting big stuff happening now. I think there's more happening here in just this short kind of right before the holiday season kind of stretch of
Yeah.
time.
And did you know for every dollar, what's this? I have to look up this. I can't say it. Statistic, right?
Yes.
Okay, if this is from Economic Impact of Film Tax Credits. For every tax credit dollar the state's economy sees approximately $24.40 in total economic activity. So that's really good.
Right, because you have that many crew and that many people being lodged on your location, that many people eating from local restaurants, being catered to from local companies, and then just anything incidental if people are walking around.
Yeah, or like the rental companies that are nearby, like if they need to do a whole banquet thing, the catering, like that all brings money to the region, or we use our own people.
And, once you wrap, people go to entertainment and stuff like that too. So yeah, and I mean that's definitely a big thing that's being worked on for this region too. It's like, okay, spread some of that love around.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. We'll cut that part out too. But, all right. Thanks for joining us again.
Thank you.
This is Casey and Cindy
And Eric.
signing off. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.